Hello there. It's time for most things Kenobi. I prefer all things Kenobi, but I suppose that's not the Jedi way. As long as it's not all things Anakin.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Most Things Kenobi, a podcast about Obi-Wan Kenobi and all things Star Wars. I'm your host, Lauren.
And I'm your host, Leanne.
And this week we are going back into the world of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It's Kenobi time, y'all. No, I'm excited. It's time to talk about the show, because we're like almost a month out. Kind of.
Yeah. We're really
so
close. So today we are going to break down our top 5 wants, I guess, like the 5 things we really want to see in the Kenobi series.
Yes. And we'll start with our 5th and work down to our number 1.
Yes. I'm just excited we're getting any.
Yeah, well, no. Let's just start with this. Thank you for a Kenobi series, period. End of story,
yes.
Right? So
yes.
all of these are just kind of like bonuses.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we've got Ewan McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I literally... Oh, and Hayden.
Oh, yes, of course.
As fucking Darth Vader, I can't stand... Deep breathing.
So like you said, these are really just the cherry on top because already we're getting more than we ever thought.
I'm excited. Who's going to start?
Well, since I introduced, why don't you start? You can do your number 5.
Okay, my number 5. Again, keeping in mind that this is a bonus. And I also kept in mind that some of these are rumors anyways, but not confirmed. So my number 5 is Clone Wars flashbacks with Anakin and Obi-Wan in their Clone Wars armor. I will die to see this.
Yes. Oh my God.
Like, I just want to see Ewan and Hayden as their characters in the Clone War armor that we know them from the show. Like,
people will die. They'll have heart attacks and die.
Because I'm sure we'll get flashbacks, maybe. And if so, I want it to be in their armor.
I know, because it's so iconic. They each have their own, like, shoulder emblem and, yeah.
Yeah, and their colors, Obi-Wan in white, Anakin in the blue and maroon. I need this.
And then the symbol on their vambrace, too, because it's the 2 halves of a circle. It's special for Obi-Wan and Anakin. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's my number 5.
Yes. I concur.
I was just thinking, like, if Obi-Wan is sitting around pondering things, like, we could get a recreation of a specific Clone Wars scene, because Dave Filoni's involved in this, so, like, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, definitely. I know, it's very possible. It's very possible. I mean, there was the flashback of Grogu in the temple during Order 66 in the Book of Boba Fett, so this desire is not a far-fetched one.
No, and that's my number 5. What's yours?
That's excellent.
My
number 5 is, I want to see, like, little moments where, like, he can't hide that he's a Jedi.
Oh yes, because it's like an itch, didn't they say in the trailer?
Yes, exactly. He's repressing it and, like, knows he can't, like, show compassion openly because it would give him away. But I want to see moments where it, like, sneaks out. Like, for example, if, like, he has to rescue Luke from Jabba's goons in the desert at night or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like the lightsaber turns on or something. That I would love to see that.
Yeah, I don't think Obi-Wan could give that I don't think you could let that rest or put that away so easily. That would have to be a practiced thing.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe he'd let it out a few times. That would be... Ooh.
Just to remind us all what a badass he is.
Yes! Yes. Oh, I hope we're reminded time and time again.
Yeah.
Ignite that lightsaber, Obi-Wan. Do it!
You're like Palpatine.
Do it. Do it.
All right, so what's your number 4 moment?
My number 4, very simply, Cassian.
Yes.
I just want to see, like, a Cassian appearance, a cameo, a brief moment, a meeting, a quick exchange of information. Maybe he's with Bail and he's not with Obi-Wan, because we know Bail's in this. So
yeah,
I just want to see Cassian.
I would love that.
Number 1, we love Cassian. Number 2, like, it would tie into his show if there were moments, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And I just want that link, and I think it would be very intriguing. And ever since you and I talked about it on the show, like previously, how Cassian could show up in this show very easily, I've been wanting it ever since.
Yeah. I want it to very badly.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to the Cassian show.
I am too.
Because I want more backstory.
It's getting like no hype, and this would actually give it a little bit of a little push, you know, to get some more attention, because like not that many people are talking about it, but I'm really excited about it.
Me too.
I think Diego Luna is such a good actor.
Absolutely. Hella handsome.
Oh my God. He's, yes. Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm just here for it.
So put that man next to Obi-Wan and I'm just gonna die.
Okay, well, I mean, and Anakin in Clone Wars armor, shit. Prepare 2 funerals immediately.
One Viking funeral coming right now. Seriously, how many people do we know who have said they're not even going to survive this show? We're going to just die before we get to the end of it.
We have to have a kumbaya circle moment. Like, well, okay, so aside from weekly episode recaps, which we are going to do, we will have to at least consider, like, weekly therapy for us and our friends. Yes. Meaning, like, our virtual friends, the friends we've met through this
group
show.
Chat.
Yeah, like just a group therapy moment where we just kind of decompress and get ourselves ready for the next week.
Yes, we should definitely host something like that. We're going to need it. Oh, my God.
A prayer circle. Candles included. What is it? The sage? You burn sage? We'll have to have that to cleanse us before we go into the next week for the next episode. And now that they've announced that 2 episodes are being released on the very first day that the show premieres, I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
Dead.
I know. Seriously, we're going to expire. We got to get those, what are those? They're like the like tall candles that you light at church where now they have like the Virgin Mary on it, but now everyone has them with, they have like David Bowie candles. We need that for like.
In fact, as I sit here, I have a big Lebowski prayer candle to my right. So, I mean, I'll light it.
We need an Obi-Wan prayer candle.
Oh, listen, Disney, are you listening?
Yeah, right. For our kumbaya circle.
You can pay us later for that idea. Like,
yeah. We'll be happy to provide bank account information.
Hey, we're starting a Patreon. We'll just give them the Patreon.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, what's your number 4?
Okay, my number 4, I really want to see Obi-Wan light up Qui-Gon or Anakin's lightsaber.
Oh, my heart. That's a good one. Oh, no.
I want him to be like holding them, maybe cleaning them, or if I can get really self-indulgent, I want to see him practicing Jarkai like against the twin suns as the sun set.
Okay, in like maybe a sequence where he's done being like sad panda and he comes back to like, I need to take control of myself and my life, and here's my past, and I'm holding my past as I'm holding, my own lightsaber, and it's this. Yes, I'm feeling this moment very much. Very
I like
much.
that you call them sad panda.
Well, I mean,
It's accurate.
Sad Obi-Wan is sad panda. Like
sad panda.
We'll get to that.
Cute and sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's our number.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's close.
Sadness.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one. Because it could go both ways. It could be sad or, like, empowering, depending on how... If he does Jarkai with, like, either of those lightsabers, I might fucking die.
Right? Yeah. Same. Well, he keeps Anakin's in good condition for Luke.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure he has Qui-Gon's lightsaber as well.
Of course he does. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's not going to let that one go.
No. And I just want to see it in his hands. Like, please give that to me. Okay. I'll calm down.
Oh, would you accept him staring at it longingly?
That'd be fine. Close enough.
Yeah. Because, like, that's sad, too, and I would take it.
Yeah, like, I'm fine with it, like, if it's just there somehow. But, like, if I could have my dream come true, he'd be, like, using it somehow.
Yes.
Yeah. With his own, like you said, because it's, like, his past and his, yeah. That's what I want. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here for this. I fully approve of this, 100%.
Disney, please take notes.
Yeah, this whole thing. Well, I mean, it's already filmed, but they could do...
Season 2.
Because, like, there's probably going to be a season. I'm going to go ahead and guess.
I'm hoping Ewan McGregor could make a lot of money. Why would he say no?
This is his role. I'm sorry. He does a lot of really great work, really good films, but this is his role.
Yeah. He'll never escape it, even if he wants to.
I mean, he's not like Harrison Ford, who just begrudgingly does another Star Wars film. Like, Ewan McGregor is okay with being Obi-Wan. He's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, I gotta bust that quote out again. Like, he loves it. And he loves Hayden. And they're like, I saw a comparison online of them from, like, the prequels and them now, not together, but like how they've aged, right? And they were such babies back then.
I know. And even in Revenge of the Sith, like, Ewan wasn't that old. They're like painting gray into his hair.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy that we're getting this. I'm so excited.
I know. I can't wait. I'm going to explode. Okay. What's your number 3?
It kind of segues into my number 3.
Oh, well, perfect.
If you're going to be totally self-indulgent, then I'm going to have to be totally self-indulgent.
That's what this podcast is for.
That's it. And my number 3 is Vader being ruthless. Not to Obi-Wan, but I'm talking like Rogue One ruthless.
Yes, Vader in his prime.
Pissed off, hunting Jedi, hunting Force-sensitive people. Just give me a slaughter scene. I'll be happy. Everyone knows I'm fucked up, right? I'm like, but I just want that because this would be so much fun to know that Hayden's doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I want that. I want to see it again. I want to see Vader in his prime. I want to see ruthlessness. Just for like just a hair, just a tiny moment, just give it to me.
I mean, they literally gave us 30 seconds in Rogue One, and it was like enough to last a lifetime.
Yes.
So imagine.
Now I'm greedy.
Oh, yes.
Like,
I like this. Oh my God. The idea of them meeting in that street or alley or whatever it was they were describing, I'm here for this shit. Even if it's a dream, I'm here for it.
I want to make it clear, though, not towards or involving Obi-Wan. I just want Vader, like, doing this just to emphasize, like, they're hunting down individuals. Because we know the Inquisitors are there. We know that the sisters, all of them, they're all hunting. And they're taking no excuses.
Well, and we know that they're taking prisoners. Yeah. Because there's, is it Jedi Fallen Order? The one with Cal Kestis?
Yes, Cal Kestis.
There's a Jedi in that, right? Who, like, escaped from the Inquisitor's prison that's on that ocean world, that we see in the trailer.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the very fact that they have, like, Luminar's corpse and shit like that. Like, we know they have that. It's like, ooh, there could be some very creepy, ruthless shit going on.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll take like just a regular everyday Force choke from Vader, but I want to see ruthless lightsaber slaughtering. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. We want to see the powerful characters being powerful.
Yes, you got it. Yes. That's it.
Not just talking about it, but like really scare us.
Yeah. Send me off my couch. If you can catapult me off my couch as I'm watching this, success has been achieved.
Yeah, if I'm like burying deeper and deeper into my couch and like pulling a blanket up over my face, which is what I was doing during Book of Boba Fett, like that's how you've got me.
I'm comparing, okay, so my baseline is how I reacted in multiple moments in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because everyone knows I'm a Winter Soldier fan. I mean,
yeah.
A stan, even. We'll just...
Sebastian, Stan.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Yes. If you can get me to react as I did so passionately when watching some excellent Bucky scenes, then you've achieved success. So I'm fully expecting success with this one, with this show.
Yeah, same.
How about you? Number 3 for you?
Number 3. Simple.
Yes?
Nightmares.
Oh, it's very close to my number 2.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so tell me more.
I want nightmares about Mustafar, nightmares about Anakin, nightmares about Ahsoka.
Yes, Ahsoka, yes.
Nightmares about Cody.
Lest we forget Cody.
Yes.
How about Satine?
That's later.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm rushing. Okay, but
like this could also, the nightmares could also lead to like some handsome crying, which is also a desire of mine. So waking up, screaming, something. I don't know. Just
Yes.
give me torment.
Torment.
Because I'm total asshole, but this is what I want
I
to
just
see.
told you I wanted to see slaughtering, ruthless slaughtering. We're both assholes. Like, but this is what we want of these characters, right? Like you said, knowing the past that Obi-Wan's had and has led him to this moment in this show. I mean, there's got to be some torment. There has to be. I will accept nothing else.
Well, I was just talking about this with Journey the other night.
Yeah.
That, like, we have seen Obi-Wan through all the movies, all the shows, and he's just keeping his shit together. And this is the one time where they could, like, really realistically let that crack and let him, like, become, like, a normal human who would just, like, have human emotions. But he could still, like, put himself back together. Like, the show doesn't have to be totally devastating. But it's interesting to see the characters you know suddenly have to pivot. And, like, now they're in a foreign land and they don't know how to deal with their own emotions because they've never allowed themselves even have that before.
And the only person who can do this, to act this out properly, is Ewan McGregor. He can do torment.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
He's really good.
Who didn't, if you were of the age that we are when Moulin Rouge came out, and everybody in the theater, when he does the, like, sob over Satine's dead body, like, the whole audience was, I remember a boy sitting next to me was sobbing.
That is one of my favorite movies. I'm a musical person. I've always been. Not musical like in that, well, I do play instruments. Have played. But I like musicals. And Moulin Rouge, I mean, such perfection. And Ewan is so good. So we know he can do it.
Yeah.
You hurt my heart by bringing that up, and now I want to go listen to
sorry.
the soundtrack. No, you're fine. I love it. It's why I love it. And yeah, for anyone who's confused, his love interest, who fucking dies in his arms, her name is Satine.
I know.
So what the fuck?
A lot of people speculate it was a direct reference
Absolutely, yeah.
to that when they named Satine in Clone Wars.
Can we talk about my number 2? Because it's basically a direct correlation to yours.
Yes, I was going to say, so what's your number 2?
Well, my number 2 is one word. Crying. I want Obi-Wan to sob. Perhaps after your nightmare scene.
Yes, let's just dovetail our wishes together and make one giant
That's it.
sad wish.
Torment, crying, nightmares. He can even have, like, what would I call it? Like, personal. He looks at Luke and kind of, like, has wet eyes.
Tears.
I would accept that as well. Even, like, an emotional heartstring moment where, like, he's just looking at the future and he's just a child.
I think we just want to see him having emotions.
Maybe
because
that's
he's kept it so repressed, you know?
Yes.
Like, yeah, I want to see this too.
I mean, I'm going to cry, so we might as well have Obi-Wan crying at the same time.
Yeah, he just needs to get himself a box of galactic tissues and...
Ooh, maybe they sell them in a 6-pack in a Mos Eisley.
lotion tissues so that they don't hurt your face after crying for 6 weeks.
Lotion is a necessary toiletry.
On Tatooine.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone's dry as parchment out there.
I just thought of like a stall of just shea butter. You know, like just a stall.
Yeah, everyone goes to
get your
buy
shea
their
butter.
shea butter
Yeah.
at Tatooine.
Yeah, so crying is my number 2, and I really would like to see lots of crying
Some quality crying.
from Obi-Wan. I don't want to see other people in pain. I just want to see Obi-Wan in pain. Especially given if he has the nightmares. Yeah, even sweaty. I'll take sweaty.
Yes.
I mean, obviously sweat, Tatooine, whatever, but I mean like waking up sweaty from the nightmare. I'll take
any kind of sweaty.
Yeah,
It's fine with me.
This episode is a mess, and I love it.
Seriously.
So your number 2. I'm curious.
My number 2 is Qui-Gon.
Yep.
I want some Qui-Gon.
Yep.
I want even some, like, bitterness from Obi-Wan. Like, I thought you said he was the chosen one, and now look where the fuck I've ended up. Thanks a lot, Master.
Yeah, not only bitter, but like angry.
Yeah.
Like like the kind of anger where you want answers.
Yeah, I want to see some interaction there because I really think Liam Neeson is so beautiful as Qui-Gon. And like he did that video that I shared on my Instagram
I
recently.
saw that
where
and
he's
I
like,
loved it.
Oh, I don't know. What's the show called? Obi-Wan Kenobi or something? I don't know. I haven't been asked to participate.
Yeah, okay,
like,
you're a terrible liar. That's what you said in your post, right?
yeah, it's like he's full of shit. But even just hearing him say the name Obi-Wan, like, because of his very beautiful, like, lilty Irish accent, it's just like, I was like, yeah, okay, please come on the show. Even if you're just a voice, be on the show.
Yes.
That'd be amazing.
Yes. Because we've gotten his voice in the Clone Wars. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's totally... Dave Filoni, let me remind everyone, has a way of making shit happen. So...
Yes. Magic.
He's garnered respect from a lot of these actors. And so I think that if he wanted to add something such as Qui-Gon, it would be a possibility. Big time. Obviously, big time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people want this.
Well, we know that it happens at some point, right, along the way here, because Obi-Wan learns the ability to preserve his consciousness after death.
Correct.
And Qui-Gon is the one who teaches everybody this. And it makes me wonder if, like, Obi-Wan will go off-world to learn it, like how Qui-Gon had Yoda leave to go to the Wills and then go... Or I guess he went to Dagobah first, and then he went to the Wills and whatever in the Lost missions in Clone Wars. So it's like, it's possible that Obi-Wan will go on some adventure. I don't think it will be right away. And it might not even be in Season 1, or if it isn't, it might be the, like, very last episode of Season 1.
I guess I should just tell you what my number one thing is.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Qui-Gon! Again, I'm following you with something you just said, but I want Qui-Gon too. I want him to kind of manifest in a way where Obi-Wan is sad and cries and begs for help.
Yeah.
Maybe not help. Let me rephrase. He begs for answers, an explanation, hope. How could I have missed this with my Padawan? I'm sorry I couldn't finish the job for you. You know, and kind of a reconciliation moment with Qui-Gon, like almost asking for peace so he can move on.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily asking that Qui-Gon gives it to him. Maybe it doesn't happen right away. Maybe Obi-Wan is just shouting it out in his personal space and like nothing answers him right away. And maybe Qui-Gon appears later. But all of these things with Qui-Gon I want. Everything you said, everything I'm coming up with, and maybe even things I haven't thought of that are absolutely beautiful that we have no idea are possible. Like the things we haven't thought of, you know?
Yeah.
That only Dave Filoni can think of. I just want Qui-Gon. He's my number one. That's the number one thing I wrote down. Just Qui-Gon. I want Liam Neeson back.
I do too. Like, it has to be Liam Neeson. He is sometimes, isn't it funny how there are some Star Wars characters that can be played by a couple of different people, and then there are others that, like, cannot. No, like, Luke has to be Mark Hamill.
Absolutely.
Well, obviously, I guess that's wrong since somebody else is body doubling for him now.
But the image and likeness of him.
Yeah, they're not using they're like trying to make it look like Mark Hamill, not like another actor. Yeah.
Because you can't, I mean, personally speaking, there is no other Luke Skywalker. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think I'd ever be okay with it. I'm even like a little weirded out that there's going to be a little kid version of him, but like I have to remember that obviously Mark Hamill can't play the child.
Correct,
so.
And that would be weird. But Mark Hamill gave the kid his blessing and is supporting him, and I hope he doesn't get the fucking shit that
Jake Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd ended up getting. Like, can we do better, please, as a fandom?
Please, everybody.
Yeah.
And like Hayden as well got a lot of shit, and now he's back. So can we just be kind, please?
Yeah, I mean,
here we are wishing like to see Obi-Wan cry and stuff for him. We're like, can you just be kind?
Yeah,
like,
no. We're expecting things of a character. It's different. These are people. We're saying don't fucking harass the actors and actresses, you know, because they're doing a specific job, and it's not. Can we not hate on the kids? I mean, shit.
Oh my God.
Like,
seriously.
they're fucking kids. And there's a lot.
Children.
They're in Star Wars, for fuck's sake. They didn't get there by happenstance. You know, they got to be good at what they're doing. So just leave them the fuck alone. Anyway, that's my PSA for this episode. I think everyone listening knows this.
Yeah, all of our listeners are the
our
nicest people ever. So
our listeners are a pretty good crew. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, new and old listeners.
Yes, you're all just like the most lovely people ever. So kind and just thoughtful and passionate. Very passionate.
Very
and we
passionate.
Love that.
We love that, yes. Okay, so if not my number 1 is Qui-Gon and your number 2 is Qui-Gon, what the hell is your number 1? I'm dying to know.
You've already mentioned it.
What is it?
Clone Wars flashbacks and references.
Shut the fuck up. That was my number 5 and it's your number 1. We are space twins. We are the inverse. The yin and the yang. I love it.
Because this could be anything, right? Like, it could just be peppered throughout, like little Easter eggs.
Yes.
That would make people scream and shout because they're like, oh my God, I know what that is. I mean, like how people shit their pants the first time the Darksaber appeared. And like, if you hadn't watched Clone Wars, those people didn't know what the fuck was happening. And the rest of us were having heart attacks.
Yes.
I want like Ahsoka references. I want maybe even flashbacks. Like I want Anakin, obviously. And I very much would love to see Satine references because like
I see now.
When Ewan played Obi-Wan before, he didn't have the backstory.
True.
You know, like he had Alec Guinness reference points. And now Clone Wars has filled in his character in a way that like I could never have imagined. Like fucking Maul came back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So imagine like now the depth that he has as an actor with all this other like baggage the character has. It could be fucking amazing.
I agree. And Maul is still alive at this time, in this time period.
Yeah, like their paths could cross.
Right? Yeah.
It's possible. Like it, and I don't think it would take away from Rebels because that's much further along. Like Maul is a little older and like crazier, and Sam Witwer has even said that he was supposed to play him like a little bit more disconnected, like a little
unhinged.
Yeah, like more so than ever. But like that could have been caused by run-ins that he had with Obi-Wan that made him even more angry. You know, it's like pushing him even further over the edge because like, God damn, another time Kenobi got away, you know?
Yes.
I don't know. This is me dreaming, but as like a Clone Wars fanatic, that would be very satisfying to me to see lots of Clone Wars references.
I totally agree, obviously. There's a lot of potential. And I really think they have to put some Ahsoka references in. I would even take a flashback with her in it. Like if they had a younger version of Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Maybe not Rosario playing her, but maybe someone younger.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of potential there, but even just a talking reference.
Yeah, because she was such an important part of Clone Wars. She was like, obviously became kind of the center point since she moved on into all the other areas of Star Wars that exist, basically. She's in everything but the prequels and the original trilogy, basically.
Let's not forget, Obi-Wan doesn't know if she made it.
Yeah.
So I do wonder if he'll try and like, if there's any, well, I don't know. I don't know if maybe he would ask like, are these people still alive? Like how many people made it out if he runs into, let's say, Cassian or Bail, if he has some kind of contact with Bail. Because don't we know that like young Leia is going to be in this? They hired a young female actress to be her, as far as I understand.
Did they? I'm not sure.
Because I remember looking at her picture and being like, okay, this totally works.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It makes sense. Because like you said, Bail is still alive and there are references to him also in the Kenobi book, which is not canon, obviously, but Dave Filoni loves to pull legends into canon. He does it all the time.
And God bless him for it.
Yeah. Some crazy shit that I'm seeing in comic books and stuff as I'm buying like old Dark Horse comics. I'm seeing them stuff in there ending up in canon, and it's just like, God bless them. Because like, there's so much cool stuff in Legends and now it can become like official.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's really cool. So Bail is referenced in the book for sure as like having given Obi-Wan some sort of like one directional like signal so that he could signal Bail, but like it would never come back to him so that he couldn't like accidentally lead people to Luke.
Yeah, I like that. I have 2 honorable mentions if you want to do those.
Yes, please. I don't have any.
That's okay. I'll just be real quick. Number 1, Alderaan, since we were talking about Bail.
Yes.
I want to see not a Clone Wars animated version of Alderaan. I want to see a physical geographical location where they filmed that is Alderaan.
Yeah.
Because if you listen to the show, you know Alderaan is our favorite planet in the Star Wars galaxy.
Yes. Oh my God. I would love to see that. Honestly, even just seeing the reference, like in our last episode, we were talking about Anakin's vision in the Mortis arc.
Yeah.
Seeing Alderaan in that, I was just like, wow, they took the time to add that in particular in there. So it's clearly like an important part of canon.
Yes.
I would freaking love to see it. Oh my God.
I just want to see like Bail's, that massive, majestic home and all of the curved architecture that we get hints of, in other Star Wars media, but
And the mountains. It's so beautiful.
So I'd love to see that. And I had to put this down because it's a possibility, maybe a stretch, but it's a possibility. I want to see a Thrawn cameo.
Oh my God. Yes.
The possibility of Thrawn with the Inquisitors is not out of the realm of possibility either.
No, it's not.
Like, just if they have him standing in a room, like, with his back to us, and he turns and looks at the camera, it's just like a 2-second...
Oh my God.
2 seconds, right?
People would fucking die.
That's all I want. Like, if they have to ask him, or, like, Thrawn would like to see you, he wants answers, like, from the main Inquisitor, like, the head.
Yeah.
Like, why he's not producing results and getting Obi-Wan or any of the other Jedi that survived. Like, just a one little...
Oh my God, that would be fucking amazing.
It could happen because then that would link the Ahsoka show, because we know Thrawn's going to be in the Ahsoka show. So, like, there's all these really good potentials that could happen. And it may, Thrawn, just Thrawn.
I'm a fan of this idea, yes. Oh my God. I love Thrawn, and he's like the character you love to hate.
Absolutely. He's very fascinating.
So fascinating, but he's so creepy. I love that we said he was fascinating at the same time because we're space twins.
Total space twins. He's one of the more intriguing bad guys, if you will, because even reading Timothy Zahn's books that have come out recently, like within the past 5 years, there is so much there in one character. He's so cerebral, and that makes him creepy, just like Maul. Maul's very, like, conniving, and he's a thinker and a plotter and he's devious.
Yeah.
Same thing with Thrawn. And he's calm. His calm demeanor is the worst. Like, and so I know we'll see it in the Ahsoka show, but if we just get a hint, just a tiny look in this, I would be totally catapulted off my couch. That would be one of those moments.
That would be amazing. Oh yeah. You've definitely, yes, I fully concur with this. Yes, now I want this now.
This seems like a lot to ask for one season, but I don't give a fuck.
Look, you know what's a lot?
What?
A lot, like season 3 of Clone Wars, where we get, like, all the crazy shit that happens in there, like introducing Savage Opress, and then the Mortis arc, followed by the Citadel. Like, it is an insane number of things that happen in one season. So this is not far-fetched.
If you break it down, some of these are seconds worth of film time.
Yeah.
Cassian maybe. Clone Wars flashbacks. Thrawn. These could be less than a minute on screen time.
Come on, guys.
Come on, give us the goods.
Give the people what they want.
Or we'll storm the castle.
I'll stand outside Disney with pitchforks.
But really, though, just happy we have a Kenobi show coming. That's all.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. This is all, like we said, it's icing on the cake.
Bonus material.
Please, pretty please.
Please.
I might have to, like, go into, like, a coma for 6 months afterwards to, like, recharge my body. Good Lord, I'm going to be so drained.
Not if we have weekly prayer circles and we sing Kumbaya together. We'll be okay, right?
You guys think we're joking. We might really do that.
We might actually really do that. Like,
if you're interested in a Kenobi support group,
yes,
let us know. It's your turn now, listeners. You tell us, what do you want to see in the Kenobi series? If you could have anything you wanted, no restrictions, what do you want to see?
Be self-indulgent like we just were.
Yes.
It's justified.
Yeah. Dark-Hi's probably not going to happen, but do I want it? Yes, I do.
Yes. Coming up next week, we are going to talk about Adam Driver's performance as Kylo Ren / Ben Solo. We're going to get into this character breakdown and how marvelous Adam's performance is throughout the sequel trilogy.
Over the last few episodes, we did a deep dive into the Mortis arc from the Clone Wars. After breaking down the final episode, Ghosts of Mortis, we asked our listeners to tell us about their favorite Mortis moments. On Instagram, we ran an anonymous questionnaire and got the following answers. The part where Ahsoka got revived by the daughter/Anakin, it was so emotional, I cried. The father's test for Anakin near the beginning, that and Shmi's appearance to Annie. When Anakin turns and Obi-Wan finds out, heartbreaking irony. Literally all of it. If I had to choose, Ahsoka's revival and Anakin's fall. It was cool seeing Darkside Ahsoka. Shows how powerful she is in both light and dark. Tiffany sent us an email at mostthingskenobi@gmail.com. And really quickly, I just want to say thank you so much, Tiffany. That was an incredible message you sent. In that wonderful email, she wrote, I remember being surprised how Anakin turns to the dark side on Mortis, not because of a fear of losing Padme, but because he is overwhelmed by the actions he will take in the future, and he believes that the sun will bring peace and end the Clone Wars. I found that really interesting, and I also found it interesting that Anakin was so affected by witnessing all of the terrible things he will do in the future. He ends up turning to the dark side to try to avoid all of that, but in doing so, seals his fate. Similar to Anakin making the deal with the devil in Revenge of the Sith in order to save Padme, but he ends up causing Padme's death. Thanks to everyone who sent in responses. I think we can all agree the Mortis arc is a complex, fascinating group of stories that's pretty fun to dive into.
Once again, thank you so much for joining us here on the Most Things Kenobi podcast. Remember, you can follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast player. And if you would be so kind, go ahead and rate us on both Spotify and or Apple. And you can always find us over at mostthingskenobi.com.
So until next time, my space twin, may the Force be with you.
Always.